Chapter 15. Dream. Immo snuck into the graveyard at night, but this time Z was alone. No flashlight needed. Now Z saw through lifetimes, feeling her way around till Z came to Zer stone. Z scraped some of the ice away, tracing out the letters that would represent Zer. A name, a quote, a few numbers. That was all that was left now. Immo said a prayer. Then Z found the proper tool for what Z was about to do. A small shovel protruding from the wrist where Zer hand had just been, light glinting off of it from nowhere. Z opened up the ground beneath Zer, clawing downward till Z would hit a hard surface. Instead, Z found Z was tearing through a soft one. Z'd forgotten about the cardboard. Now Z was grateful because it was easier to get open. One more good shred, and Z was there, looking down at her. Inside, her face looked melted. Her eyes stuck closed, an expression of hope. Some bugs had managed to eat through her wet cardboard house, but she still looked human. Immo was relieved. Z changed her hand back to a hand. Then another body tool. Scissors made for sewing and thread. The clothes got in the way at first. Then Z took them off of her. Z carved out the place from which Z had first hurt. Blood excavation for Zer's own sake, trying to make sense of anything, a new self-anthropology. Z allowed the loose limbs to dangle as Z clipped their flesh covering. The sound it made wasn't like meat. It was closer to a soft dessert. Once the material had been gathered, Z began to sew. Z sewed almost all the way up, then made a zipper for the part around her shoulders, got in, and zipped herself up. Now maybe things could go back to normal. Z flattened out the awkward wrinkles. Then Immo had a looping thought. If Z'd been doing this to herself when she'd been alive, Z would have been killing herself. It was surprisingly realistic. Zer hair, the same length Z'd left it, Zer flesh, even paler now, and even the breasts. Z was a woman again. But instead of looking like a corpse, it appeared Z could die any day now. Z looked old, maybe 70. Z waited for a warmer day, some freak mutant afternoon of winter when Z knew they'd be out there. The skin didn't hold up as well as Z'd hoped, but Z had to accept herself now. The dark spots Z couldn't explain, the crinkling feeling like paper. Z went out like this, without clothes, and approached the snow-covered wall. Z came quick around the corner, wearing death like diamonds. They were out there, the group of them. Io should have thought Z was just some old woman, some naked woman with blue hair, but she could see the atom tattoo. Nobody hesitated this time besides her. Somnus went screaming, and even Zomnia, because their stench was consumptive. Immo stood in blue comparison to the snow. Zer flesh bulged over the polymer, and holes here and there showed through to Zer real self. Immo? Immo, where did you get that? Io was covering her face in her hand, as if to hide her identity as someone who'd once loved this monster. From my mother, Z said. Chapter 16.